right, let's tour the old Mixed Media Society, shall we? I'm starting right at the very, very beginning with logging in, actually. So come to awesomeartschool.com. We're going to log in, pushing the login pink button at the top. You're going to enter in your email address and your password. If you need to reset it, it's super easy. Just click this forget password button, and then that will actually lead you right through the steps that you need to reset it if you need to. My computer auto remembers it, so it fills it in for me, and I just push the login button. Okay, now here we are. Now I already enrolled in the Mixed Media Society, so you can get to the content two ways. Three ways, actually. One is you can always click up here at the top, the My Courses button, and then that will whittle down the classes that you see. So right now it's showing me the classes that I'm not enrolled in at Awesome Art School and the classes I get with Mixed Media Society. So it can be kind of confusing because there's a lot on your screen. So if you want to whittle that down, you can push My Courses at the top, or you can click on the Mixed Media Society. And that actually brings you to this little classroom. Now, the Mixed Media Society classroom itself only holds 3 things. Okay, so this is not where you find, this isn't going to show you all of the art lessons. And that's why I'm doing this little tour for you, so you can see all this exactly for yourself. So first, as you can see up here, it is video about what's in the Mixed Media Society. And that's literally the video that you're watching right now. So that's how you get back here. Then underneath that, it says not sure where to begin. Here are your options. And this just gives you a little visual overview about what is in here. Although it's not complete because there's actually so much more. Okay, but hold on, we'll get there in a second. Now, going down one more, you'll see there's download the free ebook here. You need to download this guide. Now it's empty because I'm actually working on it right now. But when you click on that, there will be a link to a free ebook PDF. But it's kind of a monster because it's the guide and workbook that goes with the entire Mixed Media Society. And there is a lot in here. So I created the guide and the workbook for you as an accompaniment to the Mixed Media Society that tells you everything, what's included, where to go, how to log in, how to reset your password, how to email, who to email, how to access all the individual classes, what's in all the individual classes. So it's right now it's about 170 something pages. If it's too much for you to download, you can also purchase paperback copies from Amazon, as well as through myself personally through my Etsy store. So you need to have a guide in some way, shape, or form, but the free version is right here for you, right at your fingertips. Underneath that is your cheat sheet. So here are the common cheat sheets that might be helpful to you as you cruise around the Mixed Media Society. We have Kick in the Pants, we have the hamburger. Here is your color matching composition tips. So these are extra materials that may interest you. Now you also should know that you have access. These are also within that guide, which I was just talking about. And they're also for you with your Mixed Media Society membership. You actually also get free enrollment into my YouTube and cheat sheet library here at Awesome Art School. And that has all of my cheat sheets from both my drawing materials as well as my art journaling and mixed media materials as well. So if you go over here to the left-hand side, it says included courses. So that's literally all you get in the main parent kind of Mixed Media Society itself. And you might be thinking well, where's all the content? So if you go over on the left-hand side, there's a little button that's in the way, but that shouldn't be there. That's controlling the software that I'm using right now to record this. But you can see the words where it says included courses. So you need to click that. And here it shows you all that you have. Now these get chopped off in this view for some reason, but don't worry about it. All right, so as you can see, there's quite a lot in here. So top left here is the Mixed Media 5-day challenge. You might actually have already just finished that. And if you're new here and that brought you my way, welcome. I'm so excited that you're here. You have access now to an enormous library of information and video lessons that is really going to take your art education to the next level and have a blast along the way. Here in the middle is that YouTube and cheat sheet library that I just was talking about. And if you can click on this, this is actually something that people need to sign up for already. It's $5 a month because I'm adding all my videos on here as I go. So there's a huge wealth of information, but it's a great way. If you think that you remember seeing a lesson on YouTube, you can come in here, and I've divided them all into subjects and categories, like lessons on shading faces, cute animal projects, background tutorials. There's a lot of different ways that you can access. These are just my YouTube videos. So if you're trying to remember, this is a certain video that you saw. And of course, I have 2 YouTube channels. I actually have 3 YouTube channels. And this will help organize them for you. And here is all my cheat sheets as well. So if you're looking for a drawing one that's not included in your guide, you can find all the drawing ones here. So I'm going to use this little back arrow up here at the top left to get back to the main screen. So this is a different view, but again, it has all the lessons that you get in the Mixed Media Society right here as well. So there's a couple different views, and they all get you to where you need to go. But my courses at the top, you can also click that. And then again, that will filter out the courses at Awesome Art School that you don't have, and just leaves you with the ones that are included with Mixed Media Society. And look how many there are. Okay, there's a lot here. So again, we have the challenge. So we did that already. We have the YouTube and cheat sheet library, the Mixed Media Society main hub, right? That holds this video, 3 things. This video, the guide, and the cheat sheets that are relevant to mixed media. Okay, then let's start going through these classrooms. We have Magic Mark Makers right here. These classrooms that are in blue are all a part of my original signature Mac Daddy Giant course called Art of Play. That was a compilation of 6 modules. You have access to 5 of the 6 here. The 6th one is drawing, which is not included because I don't expect my mixed media people to know or want to learn how to draw. So these ones, classrooms in blue, are all part of that original series. So I might look different. Those go back to 2016. So my hair is shorter. I'm 35 pounds heavier. You might not even recognize me, but this is evergreen contents. These are art lessons that never grow old. So don't let that, if it looks old, quote unquote, it's because I've been doing this for a long time, and you might be new to my world, but I've been doing this for quite a while. So don't let that put you off. I also add new lessons to these classrooms over time. So you might have like an old one next to a new one. So just want to let you know that that's a thing. I actually got an email once that said, "Who's teaching this lesson?" And I said, "That's me." And they were like, "No, it's not." And I said, "Yes, it really is." I promise. I do. That being said, I've guest teachers in all of these modules as well. Ivy Newport is a very well-known artist. You might recognize her. Brandy Dayton. There's a lot of, so there's guest teachers in these as well. All of these modules hold your hand from beginner up and teach you each of these different mediums from the beginning. So Magic Mark Makers is the exciting world of markers, pencils, art crayons, all of those fun little slippery, water-soluble products on the market that are so popular for mixed media. I kind of highlight those in there, and we're learning about them through projects. And the whole idea behind that is like, before you run out and buy all this stuff, why don't you see what they can do, and then you can decide if that's a product that you might be interested in dabbling around with. So that's kind of a cool way to get exposure to those. Awesome Acrylics is literally acrylic painting for beginners. So it's like, what are acrylics? What are mediums? How do you blend? Like super basics, like wet on wet, wet on dry, knife painting, using mediums, abstract painting. So again, I'm teaching you through the act of doing lessons and projects. So you have a plethora of things to work through here. And it's not like a crazy amount of content either. It's a really nice balance of an introductory course with a few really fun projects to get your feet wet and up and running. And again, I do add new lessons over time. The one at the bottom, Dragon Moon, I just added in August 2020, and these other ones are here from 2016. So again, I'm constantly updating, adding, enriching all of your classes here. Again, you can come back up here, just hit my courses at the top, filters them down to the Mixed Media Society ones. Same thing, Wondrous Watercolors. And also at the top, you should know there's also always like a little navigating around video where you'll have another video of me. See, there I am giving you a little introduction to what's inside there. And again, I will update those from time to time. But if like the little thumbnail picture of the classroom looks different, it's because I'm always making improvements and making changes. But the content is gold. It does not change. Just because I look different or talk differently doesn't mean that they're not as good. But again, I'm also adding this. There's a lesson that was added June 2020. This one was added April 2020. So I'm always making things better if it is in my power to do so. Okay, watercolors. So that again, that's like introduction to watercolors, and then moving through projects up the ability scale as you go and as you grow. Same thing with encaustics. And then same thing with mixing the media, which is really like introduction to art journaling. So how to alter books, how to get started art journaling, how to prepare your pages and your sheets to get started. So fun. But if you're really newbie beginner to art journaling and you're dying to try, this is a great place for you to start. This classroom is my Mixed Media Magic classroom, which is all of the projects that accompany my book, Mixed Media Magic. Can you believe all the content you get, by the way, for $24 a month? It's a little bit mind-blowing. So this is literally every single project in the book, plus I've added, I think, 3 completely new bonus projects as well. That are not in the book. So if you're ever bored or you have that book and you want to pull it out and you've been wanting to try any of them that go with the book, then you have them in there. And no, you do not need to purchase the book in order to do the projects. The video lessons are all you need to get started. In this pink classroom is my hamburger ebook, which is literally the book I published to go along with my hamburger system video series that I did on YouTube in 2019. This is my tried and true mixed media method that I've been using for years and years, just giving a name to all the layers and just giving a catchy title to the process. But I use this same method to do hamburger projects forever. And so many so that when I pulled them all out from all of my videos over the years, I've actually wound up at a whopping 24 lessons, which you can find in the Mixed Media Hamburger classroom. And so I have all the original hamburger series classrooms here, plus the free ebook is right in here for you to download. And then I have 3 categories of lessons, and I have about 6 to 8 lessons in each one, and they're all labeled easy, intermediate, or advanced. So how fun is this? So if you love that method of creating and you don't really know what to do in terms of coming up with your own project ideas, that is where you start, and it is such a blast. Okay, moving on. We have this Inktastic classroom, which is a relatively new classroom, so it's not super filled up with a million projects, but there's enough to know. Again, I always start you at the very beginning. What is fountain pen ink? What do you use it for? What brands are good? Where do you buy it? What brushes do you need? What paper? All in here for you. And then there's 4 projects that get you started, 5. And again, I will definitely be adding this as we go. This was just started at the beginning of 2020, so that's super new. So that will be added to over time. Again, my course is at the top, filters out, or you can go to Mixed Media Society and click on included courses. Those are the 2 ways that you log in. I hate this view, so I usually go up to my classes at the top. So then the next you have is whimsical animals. And here's all my animal projects that I've pulled from all the different classrooms. So if you're like, I just want to do animals today, I don't even care what medium it is, you can go right here and kind of pick and choose one for you. And it'll tell you where it came from. So like the Krabby Crab is grumpy and adorable, uses the hamburger system. So it gives you a little clue, like what medium are these even? So that's a new fun classroom for you. Then we have Season of Fantasy. We're actually, as the time of this recording, I'm actually doing those lessons right now. I need to add more to these. There's way more in here. This is again, new. And, my memberships, the Fun Fab Drawing Club and the Mixed Media Society, are things I'm always working on and always improving on. So sometimes things are sort of under construction. This is one of those things where I'm in the process of compiling all of the fantasy projects and putting them in here. But right now there's 4 to get you started, and there'll be more added on. Again, hit my courses at the top. We'll give you all the things you're looking for. There's just 2 more. There's the Art Deco classroom, which is all the projects that go along with my 2 books, Learn to Draw Art Deco Style 1 and 2. And then the last but not least is this fabulous flowers classroom. And again, this is just new, and I am in the process of pulling the flower projects out of my other classrooms and putting them in here. But also, this is one I'm going to be adding on to a ton in the spring of 2021. So this is like a incomplete and one that will be built out as time goes on. I give new classes twice a month. So these are all places where new classes can go. So make sure your emails are turned on so that you can hear from me when new classes are released. Otherwise, you'll have no idea what the lesson is or where to find it in your giant plethora of classes at Awesome Art School. So I hope this tour was super helpful to you. If you have any questions, please always feel free to email me, Karen at awesomeartschool.com. Enjoy the Mixed Media Society, guys.